leader on the legend himself, Basil Gogos. Basil, good.
Good.
How are you doing, man? It is good to see you.
Doing good.
Wow,
Love it. Love being here with you guys.
The artwork is fantastic. There's so many years of so much great stuff. You're still working on stuff all the time?
All the time. I do nothing else. I do Monster. That's it. My life. I love them.
Now, let me ask you. I just recently asked George Romero, and we go around asking celebrities like yourself, is a zombie a monster? You think a zombie is a monster?
Actually, he's a friend of mine. So now,
Technically, a monster,
the monster is...
it doesn't have shoes on.
You're not a monster.
No, I'm a
He
monster.
is.
But
No,
like,
I don't think he's a monster.
Right.
He's
it's a zombie.
a lovely tennis player.
So let me ask you about your book here.
Yeah.
This is the art from all the famous monsters through history. All of the famous monsters that you could ever possibly
No,
imagine.
it is not. It has a lot of them in here. And it has a lot of my old work.
Wow.
Illustrations.
This is fantastic.
Right. He owns this.
Right. Now, this book is available probably around the world in just about any bookstore you go into. We'll have The Art of Basil Gogos. Fantastic book. A must in anybody's collection. This is fantastic
The
stuff.
best work you can find.
This is volume 1, I'm sure. There's probably about 300 volumes to come, too. Now, on average, let me ask you, say for instance this King Kong painting down here, this is, how long will it take you to, say, from start to finish, average, something like that?
On the average, it will take about 2.5 weeks. On the average. If it's too involved, it would take more. That portrait of Ackerman took a little longer.
Yes. That's amazing.
It has a lot of work.
Yeah. Now, when you do these paintings, do you have like 2 or 3 going at a time? Kind of spinning around the room, working on it?
Not as a rule, but I have done it, and it's a good feeling. But I use water-based paints, which don't demand time to dry, so I can do that. But mostly when I do an oil painting, that's when you have to sometimes have more than one painting. This way you can, or it can dry when you're working on the other one.
It's amazing stuff. Now, let me ask you, this creature from the Black Lagoon here,
Yeah.
I've never seen that one before. Is that a recent?
No, it's not. It's been, it was done about 8 years ago, I think.
Wow, that's fantastic. Now, you know, they've been tossing around the remake of that movie forever,
Yes.
and nobody's doing it. It's like they can't, I don't think they can quite do it.
I hope they'll come out with something equally good at least.
It's gotta be.
Because it was a beautiful movie.
I know, and the creature looks fantastic. You can't change that.
I know.
You know, that's what I'm afraid of.
Right, I hope the new one will be as good.
Right. That's fantastic.
Well,
It's so great to see you here at
very
Chiller in New
nice
Jersey.
talking to you fellas. I enjoyed it. Glad to be here.
Hey, let me ask you one more thing real quick, Mr. Monster Man. Is there a website people can go to see any of this stuff?
Not yet, I'm putting it together.
It's coming soon. But you know what you can do? You can Google Basil Gogos. And there's probably 1 million hits on all kinds of different great stuff. Look for this book in the bookstores across the world, or we'll kill you.
Beautiful. Good salesman. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Basil.
Thank you.